Well, the Bombers will really have to get a move on. There's Anthony Stevens, a quick kick to the half-forward line. Mark Harvey tried to steady the ship. He's got it. He chips it across. A chance for the Bombers here. Gary O'Donnell, but North Melbourne closing it up out there, not letting him run on with the ball. Gary O'Donnell will look for Salmon. Salmon and Martin. Martin gets in front of Salmon. Bradley Payne roped it well. And the little forward pocket player on the left foot fires a goal. Great attempt by North Melbourne players. Somerville, no mark. Oh, here's a chance. Payne. Oh, he kicks it. He's kicked a great goal, Bradley Payne. A quick kick out of defence. It looks all Essendon as they race it. Now Larkin arrives on the scene. Beaten to it by Buick. Buick to Thompson. The chip pass. Well done by Archer to spoil. Good play by Archer. Still going on with it. The Bombers, though, as a lovely hand pass comes out to Long. Long into the pocket. And the mark has been taken by David Grenville. Mark Thompson was the player who gave that beautiful hand pass.
Well, I thought he'd messed it up initially, Peter, because it wasn't a great pass to the player under pressure, and a very short pass at that, as Alex Oshenko prepares to come on the ground, replacing Peter Mann.
David Grenville kicks for goal. It starts to swing. It swings through for a goal.
Action again. Good handball over by Masiti. Here's Buick. He normally kicks these. Look at that. It's beautiful to watch. On the run. Balanced up.
3 goals the margin after that free kick goal to Carey. Look at Timmy Watson bursting through the pack. In towards half forward. Archer was there to punch it away. Here's Scholl to centre wing. Blakey tried to fist it on. Roberts did very, very well. Lays the tackle on Buick. Buick goes to ground. Here's Watson. Now German. 2 of the veterans off the ground by Rock. Towards half forward, the Bombers go back. Chris Danaher. Harvey. Dangerous situation, but he's not let down then by Paul Hills. Good play by Hills as he chips it out towards half back where Fletcher races after it, but the youngster cannot keep it in play.
Poor kick there from Paul Hills. The 2 players there. Salmon had made the break on Oshenko, and Fletcher a very good run from full back, getting away from Johnny Longmire.
Gee, Salmon will be tired, Bernie, because he really worked for nothing in the end. Stevens. Here's Oshenko to the space. Allison runs onto it quickly. Gets rid of Hills. High drop punt. Carey's the target. Oh, great mark Kickett.
Wasn't that a terrific effort from Derek Kickett? He is a very exciting player.
Mark Harvey. Stops, props, goes for distance. Wants Michael Long. Schwartz with him. There's a bit of pace here. Long tries to turn him inside out. Schwartz still with him. Simons, well played. Found a bit of space, runs away with a bounce, runs his full quota. Centering kick to Somerville. Martin read it better, couldn't take the mark, but gets a free kick.
A poor kick into the forward line by Simons, a kick favouring in the end Michael Martin, the defender.
German, loose man created here, should go over the top, he does. Larkin, well, it was a bad kick by German, but now Larkin sits on it. Very bad kick. They should make them pay. Danaher. Another poor kick. O'Donnell tries a half volley. Mistakes creeping in. Grenville tried to get rid of it. Oh, the tackling is fierce on both teams.
What a game.
That kick from Larkin, you called, Bruce, a very poor kick, was because of a great chase by Alan Uzard. And as we see, that great mark in the last line of defence there by Derek Kickett.
I thought Larkin was very slow getting that kick before. Got himself into trouble. There's Archer going to ground. Oh, look at the pressure in the pack situation. They're charging in. These are 2 very good sides, Bernie.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Peter. When you look at their record, North Melbourne has lost 4 games by a total margin of 13 points.
Yeah, that's a great record.
It's a great
terrific season by North.
And you look at Essendon, they won 1 of their first 5. They've won 7 of their next 8 matches.
Well, they had a very tough draw early, and they come home with a tough draw. There's Thompson getting it across in towards Masiti. But the mark is taken by Michael Martin. He loves playing against the Bombers. He's going to look for Ramiro. Ramiro and Plain. Ramiro should try and put... Oh, an ordinary effort, Ramiro. Mark taken by Plain. On to Thompson.
He's off.
He's off.
Did he go over the mark? He slipped a few times, Mark Thompson.
Mark Thompson brings it in towards the pocket. The tall players are there. It's North Melbourne, though, over the back. Here's Simons. He's been impressive. Simons hooks it back in front of goal. A chance for the Bombers. And the mark has been taken by Gary O'Donnell.
A very disciplined kick there too by Michael Simons. Didn't go for too much, just a centering kick there. And boy, is this player reliable. Gary O'Donnell, a magnificent player, O'Donnell, for Essendon over a number of seasons.
I'll say he is.
He's been around since 1987. Always picked in State of Origin games for Victoria.
And he's more than just a tagger, Bernie, isn't he?
There's no doubt about that, Peter.
I thought an ordinary effort by Ramiro before on plane. He should have really contested and punched it to ground or hooked it over the back. But here's Gary O'Donnell, 25 metres. He's kicked the goal. So the Bombers strike back. They're looking dangerous, but they still trail by 2 goals as Dennis Pagan and Rodney Eade look on.
Well, I think the Essendon hierarchy would be much more pleased with this effort. Because I think, well, we see here Simons with disciplined play, just bringing the ball back in front of goal, and a very determined effort there by Gary O'Donnell, who has been averaging 26 possessions a game.
7 Sports scoreboard closing, isn't it? 8-3 to 6-3, a 2-goal game. Good play by Kickett. Thompson getting some touches. Long takes off, charges the full forward. Somerville slip. They all went to ground. Simons with pace, great grab, no free kick. Simons back to Izzard. Izzard centres to Simons, or Plain's got it. Again, the disciplined footy by Essendon. Izzard could have blazed, but he centred the ball.
Well, he could have gone for either Simons there or Bradley Plain. He's an exciting player, this player, young Michael Simons. Only 21 years of age, picked up from Subiaco. There's a short pass finding Plain. He was Essendon's first pick, Simons, in the 91 national draft.
He's kicked 2, Plain. He's kicked 3 as a goal the difference.
MCG, and what a beauty between North and Essendon. 8.5 minutes to half-time at the MCG. Essendon have added a point and trail by 5.
Here's Crocker. Back to the centre square. Salmon and Ashenko. Fletcher, quick kick didn't go anywhere. Denham's quick kick didn't go very far. Blakey punches it away. Ashenko gets a reflex handball straight to Salmon, who's played a magnificent first half. Simons stops, props, then runs away from Archer. Oh, what arrogance! Kick a goal. This will be great if he does. He's missed it.
Oh, it deserved the goal.
Well, he just took Archer on, who was so tantalisingly close to tackling him, and he couldn't quite. 7-5 to 8-3.
Big quarter by that boy too, Bruce. Michael Simons.
That's one of the best individual quarters I've seen in
He can
ages.
take a good mark too, Peter, for his size. 180 centimetres, but very good overhead.
Well, number 12 for Essendon. He is playing a great game, Michael Simons. Oh, there's a good mark taken by big Alex Ashenko. On to Brett Allison. They need a goal, North Melbourne. Watson using his body and experience on Carey. Good play, Timmy Watson. And he goes to the line. In fact, that was over. I thought that was over the line, that ball. The umpires penalised Watson.
Well, the umpire, of course, was caught behind Tim Watson and wouldn't have had a clear view.
Well, it was up to the boundary umpire to call it. Here's a chance up in front of goal for the Bombers. For North Melbourne, I should say. Taken away by Kickett. And a chip pass. Has found Alan Izzard. I'm sure that ball was over the line, though, at half-forward, but still, play on. As we see Mark Harvey under Denham. They've lifted another level, Essendon, in this quarter. Good mark to Long and half-back.
He's been good this quarter too, Michael Long, playing on the dangerous Wayne Schwass.
They've had a lot of man-for-mans, haven't they, in this term? O'Donnell. Grenville. Didn't Crocker come in hard. Somerville off the ground, Alessio on. Alessio to try and get into the picture. Martin did very well and took a mark. And free kick's being paid. Archer to get it. At centre half back. Carey and Watson in that direction. Oh, Carey, well played. He's a hard man to beat. We know that.
Oh, shocking kick.
Straight to Izzard. Loose man created. Hill's running onto it. He should go. Not a good kick. Well, he's done it a couple of times, Bernie. Archer, under pressure. Martin steadies up and goes to the centre half forward.
Essendon doing well at half-back. Oh, good play. Anthony Rocky wanted that ball, but they're behind on the forward line. Dustin Fletcher takes it away from Longmire, and a good mark taken by Joe Mercedes at half-back. But those North forwards...
Fletcher getting on top there.
Well, I think the North forwards, deep in the forward line, have got to work a little bit harder. Centre wing. Simons again was flying there. Now Gary O'Donnell will lend a hand. He kicks it quickly to half forward. Ross Smith back with the flight. He's got it. Close to the line, Ross Smith. Brings it back to centre wing. Clarkson and Mercedes. Mercedes, tunnel balls it. Well played. Hills receives. That time from Izard. Chris Danaher on the left foot. The Bombers a chance to hit the front here. But a good mark coming from the side by Ross Smith. And it was a good effort by Michael Martin on Somerville.
On Alessio. Free kick to North Melbourne. Stevens to get it against Danaher. I don't think I'd be bombing it away, Bernie, to Alessio at the moment, because Martin's got his measure. In 2 contests, he's outwitted him both times.
He has, Bruce.
Carey went high. Kick it and help Watson out. Oh, clever. Well played. Izard's quick kick. Simons in the front spot. Oh,
what a mark!
What sort of quarter is he having?
Oh, that was one of the best marks you're ever going to see, Bruce. That was sensational by this fella. He was out of position. Allison looked as if he was set to take a terrific mark. And what a mark at the second attempt, Pete.
Very similar to one a couple of weeks ago by Mark McCurry of the Bombers that we had on Sports World in Goals of the
Day. He
Day.
won Mark of the Day, wasn't it, for that one?
That's right. No, Mark of the Day, I should say.
And he took it to centre-half forward and kicked a goal against Hawthorn. Let's see if Simons can. And believe it or not, if he kicks this, the Bombers are in front. He's given it a hook. Still in player behind. 7-6-8-3. Somerville getting ready to come back on.
Well, you would think Alessio would be the player he would replace.
Ross Smith, who does all the kicking in for North Melbourne. Wide. Buick-Ashenko, it's David and Goliath. And this time Goliath wins.
Gives it to Schwass. Wayne Schwass, that booming kick again. Kick it at the back. Went for the punch. Denham was tackled. Caught. Watson, cool as a cucumber, gets it out towards Izard. He's doing well. He kicks it wide. Michael Long races to the half-forward line. He's looking for an option. No one leading. So he elects to give a hand pass to Plain. Plain off the side of the boot. Who's there? Michael Martin backs himself in. And the umpire's paid it. Martin, very doubtful in the finish, but Martin, the centre wing where Savin is there. Forced to ground by Big Alex Ashenko. Diving on, it's Clarkson. You've got to make an attempt to get it out. But the umpire, a little bit lenient then, will bounce.
Alessio was the player off for the Bombers. Somerville back on at full forward.
8-3-7-6 on the 7 Sports scoreboard. A great game in the MCG.
For North Melbourne, they lead by 9 points after Essendon have absolutely dominated this quarter.
Peter, first score for 19 minutes for North Melbourne.
Well, I'm not surprised. They've had trouble getting it past the half-forward line. They haven't been able to get it down to the goal square. And the Essendon defence has tightened right up. And
across
really,
midfield too, Peter, with Hills on the wing and Michael Long on the other wing. Both those players have been excellent. And
Michael Simons, probably the best quarter of football he's ever played for the Bombers. There's Ashenko winning that tap down. The Bombers wouldn't want North to get another one before half-time. A minute to go. The ball at half-forward for the Bombers, and it'll be a throw-in.
Salmon now having a rest off the ball at full forward. If you could call it a rest, playing on Michael Martin.
Well, he's done well, Salmon, hasn't he?
He has, and Somerville doing the ruck work.
Well, there's Big Paul. He's had trouble in the past with Martin. Martin plays him very, very hard. There's Somerville hooking it over the back. Michael Long. A clever hand pass. Gary O'Donnell trying to swoop on it. He's got it. Hooks it back O'Donnell and hits the post. Oh, that's bad luck. A great attempt by Gary O'Donnell.
What a creative handball by Long too, because there were very few options. And very clever. 9-3-7-7. Half a minute remaining in what's been a memorable first half. Centre of the ground. Crocker went. Watson. 8th kick coming up. Little drop punt. That's better, Timmy. Lace out to Salmon. And wouldn't this lift them, Bernie? A goal here on the half-time siren.
He backed his judgment there, Timmy Watson. He left Wayne Carey, who was 10 metres behind, waited at the back of the pack. Timmy Watson didn't worry about his opponent there, just attacked the ball.
He's doing well, Tim.
Oh, he's a good player, Timmy Watson. 32 years of age next Tuesday, Timmy.
So the siren sounds, and Salmon to bring Essendon within 2 points. It's a big kick. Drop punt, high. It's going, it's swerving, it's there, it's a goal. What a way to finish what has been one of the most memorable first half of the season.
About 4 or 5 goals in front.
Smith, not a good kick. A floater, good mark though. Ramiro, the only man to go for it.
Strong mark.
Ramiro up to centre wing. Watson, Carey, Harvey to come at the back with man. Izzard caught, slings a handball away. Watson's played a very good game. He's been excellent, has Timmy. Centres it. Martin in the front seat. Somerville gives him a little touch. Martin, whether he caught him in the eye or not, I'm not sure, but...
See, that's a boot on the other foot, isn't it, Bruce? That's normally the other way around, isn't it? Mickey Martin.
Oh, he's great value.
Unusual for him to be on the receiving end.
Well, he's tremendous. There's Archer flying high, but taken away by Allison. He looks for it. They keep kicking it to big Alex. He's got it. Alex from 45 metres. Alex Sashenko. Oh, shocking kick. I don't know why they keep looking for him all the time, because he's not that mobile. He is a good player. Bradley playing about to come on, but really should have run right in then, Alex Sashenko, and kicked that goal. Now, Dustin Fletcher to the half-back line. Salmon and Carey. Watson has got on top of Carey, Bernie.
Well on top at the moment, Tim Watson. When Carey took about 3 or 4 quick marks on Mark Harvey. And, well, it may have been a surprising move to put Tim Watson on Wayne Carey, but it's certainly done the trick there for Kevin Sheedy.
Well, it's the old champ on the new champ, isn't it? And different styles of players. To point the difference in one of the big matches of the season. Salmon, who's been wonderful. Hills, high tackle. Calthorpe gets around. Centering kick. Important ball. Long, well timed.
Courageous.
Oh, great mark against the flow. He's done some very good things. Left foot pass, very, very, very good.
Spot on, wasn't it, Bruce? In between the 2 North Melbourne players there. Blakey on the way back. The City doing some work now on the forward line. And there we see that is a special mark there by Michael Long. As Calthorpe comes off and Bradley playing back on the ground for the Bombers. There's the lead again. Blakey on the way back.
Surely, Bernie, Essendon will be in front for the first time tonight. They can't keep missing, can they?
But he'll at least get a point, won't he?
Well, that'll square it up, Pete. 9-4-8-9.
Yep. It's hard to work out why Plain would be on the bench for so long too, Bruce. You know, he's kicked 3 goals in that first half. Very damaging around goal.
Masiti, 40 metres out. Drop punt. He's got it. They're in front. The Bombers lead. But can they go on with it now? 9-9 to 9-4.
Well, the stakes are high here at the MCG. If they win tonight, the Bombers are on top of the ladder. If they lose, they're in 7th position. And they'll be very well aware of that. So they've been very desperate, especially since quarter time when they got back on top in that second quarter, kicking 4 goals 6 to 2 goals 1. They really didn't capitalise that second quarter with the amount of play. They dominated the play for the entire second term.
Sashenko, take it out of the centre. Good play by big Alex Sashenko. Down towards half-forward Carey. Caught by Fletcher. Gets in a hand pass. Here's Archer trying to get in a hand pass. Oh, the Bombers are desperate. Taken away by Chris Danaher. On to Harvey. Now Buick. Now Izzard. Oh, they're looking good, Essendon. And Paul Salmon will mark on centre wing. The Bombers have really lifted. They're playing great defensive football.
And I think, Peter, that Carey is now back at full forward. So that's a pat on the back to Tim Watson for his game at centre half-back.
Well, here's the kick in towards half-forward. Somerville is there. Back up Sabodi. Should have been tackled then. Hills not bumped. Hand pass to Chris Danaher. Danaher from 60 metres into the pocket. But a good mark taken by Alistair Clarkson. He races away and chips it. And he's found the mark to Anthony Rock.
Goes to the centre square. Longmire, Watson fell over. Longmire now playing on Watson. Interestingly, Bernie, that Watson didn't go back with Carey. There's Harvey sweeping it to O'Donnell. Back to Watson. Under pressure, the left foot not good. Schwass, well done. Left-hand handball found its mark. Longmire, another handball to Ramiro was okay. Ramiro finds some space. Kick it will go against Carey and Fletcher. Oh, Fletcher should take it, didn't. Kick it back, turns brilliantly. Absolutely superb to Izzard. It's wonderful football now. Buick away at centre wing with a second bounce. Then goes with a long one. Grenvold sets himself. Can't quite take the finger tipper. Ross Smith running with a left-hand handball to Rock. It's at both ends of the ground so quickly. Sweeps it over to Stevens. Stevens high left footer. They wait for it. They sit under it. Salmon stretches and takes it again. And the Giant is standing tall tonight. There's no question about that. 9 marks. Now Harvey.
Doing very well. Here's Mark Harvey. McAdam has been told by the runner to get up the ground. Oh, there's Long. Quick hand pass. Chance for the Bombers. Look at the tackle. Mark Harvey, though. Mark Thompson broke the tackle. Hand pass comes out towards Gary O'Donnell. In towards Payne. Here's the goal to the Bombers. Bradley Payne kicks goal number 4. Essendon playing magnificent football. 10-9. Plays 9-4.
Well, he wouldn't be off the ground for mine. Bradley Payne, the leading goal kicker on the ground. He's kicked 4, 2 in the first quarter, 1 in the second, now 1 in the third. Michael Long has become a very important player in this match also around midfield with his cleverness and use of the ball. There we see that he just put that handball out in front, set up nicely, and Bradley playing on the end of that kick.
10-9, 9-4. Rock in the centre. Now Stevens. Essendon leading by 11 points. Let's see the championship qualities of North Melbourne. Izzard to kick it. Great kick. Danaher getting some touches. Back to Watson. 14th kick coming up. High one to centre half forward Simons. Big stretch. Well done that time by Blakey. German's been quiet. Quick kick away. Gets distance. Man versus Harvey. Well read Allison. Allison chips it. It bounces. It's rolling. It misses.
And why didn't he chip it over the top there?
Exactly.
Allison just had to put it out in the front there of the North Melbourne player in Archer. That would have been a certain goal, Pete.
I agree entirely. Here's kicking. That's a good mark at half back.
His stats are pretty good. 5 marks, 7 kicks, 6 handballs out of defence for the Bombers.
He's been very spectacular, Derek Kickett. He can give it to Harvey. North Melbourne not really manning up like they normally do. Oh, look at this. Another loose man. This time it's Timmy Watson. Carey after him. Watson in towards half-forward. Simons. No mark. He goes to ground.
He was held.
And he was held. Is this an advantage? No, it'll be brought back, I think.
Yeah, it will be brought back. Well, that's where John Longmire must really tighten up across half-back too, because his man, Tim Watson, was allowed to roam 30 metres away.
Let's have a look at it. He was held, no doubt about it.
Yes, against Blakey, the free kick.
So, Michael Simons played a magnificent second quarter. Another loose man to the Bombers. Not good play by North. This is Denham. Essendon looking a powerful side. A lot of young players. In towards the big arms of Salmon, and he hooks it down in front of Vashenko. Good mark by big Paul Salmon.
10 marks to Paul Salmon. Coming up for kick number 11. They will test him, I think, this kick from... Now there's a pass on. Oh,
that's that where the umpire has got a time on. It'll come back. It'll come back. Salmon's got to take his kick.
Well, that's a pity, isn't it, for the Bombers?
Because Buick had made space, hasn't he?
Yeah, that is a real pity.
And the Bomber supporters don't like it.
Now, here's the original mark taken by Salmon. He just got an initial 2 to 3 metre break. And Shenko quite entitled to try everything in his power to spoil.
Well, the umpire had blown time on, of course, so find out. Here's Buick from 40 metres round the corner, and North Melbourne under enormous pressure. They're just hanging in there at the moment. Essendon well on top, but North are only 11 points behind on the scoreboard. But it'll have to be a major turnaround for North to turn around and win this game.
Well, I think they led 5-2 to a goal at one stage, and now it's 9-5 to 10-10, so they kicked 10 of the last 14 goals and have had 3 times the scoring shot since that moment. Kick it to Long, who's absolutely cutting holes in North Melbourne at the moment. Centering kick, great mark by Somerville. Well, the way they're playing, they'll win the flag. They're playing well enough to be a premiership, at least a strong contender.
They're certainly good enough.
Well, they are. There's no doubt about that. Well, look at the third quarter, 19 marks to 4. That is a complete domination, isn't it? And the second quarter, 32 to 15. So since quarter time, the Bombers have been, well, they've just been something special.
Well, Somerville has kicked one. Goes from 40 metres with a drop punt, gives it a hook. And again, Essendon miss a chance. And you just wonder if North Melbourne at some stage can come back, because Essendon should be 4 or 5 or 6 in front.
Well, Ross Smith to bring it out, looking for a Schenko. Salmon at the back, taken by Stevens. They need a couple of quick goals. Well done by McAdam to smother that. Oh, look at Kickett crashing his way through. Tremendous play by Kickett to Denham. On to Buick. In towards the pocket. Michael Martin, desperation by Martin. And the umpires paid the mark. I don't know whether he held it. Martin chips it across. This is Stawui was nearly off. Anthony Stevens, now he is. On to Clarkson. They need a quick goal. They need a couple of quick goals north. In towards that forward line, and there might be the man who can do it. Wayne Carey, a bad hand pass. He was off balance when he handballed. He should never have done so. There's Schenko. Now Swash. Buick goes to ground. And the umpire says it's my ball and he'll bounce.
Roberts has come on and Archer off for North Melbourne.
Well, Carey needs to do something, doesn't he, at centre-half forward? He had a purple patch early in that first quarter when he got well on top of Mark Harvey, but since then he's been very quiet.
Well, he had a bad one last week, Bernie. His first bad one for the year. There's Hills, smothered off the boot. Long, couldn't take that one. Schwash with him. O'Donnell, free kick to Long.
And he's probably got on top of Schwass too, I would say, Bruce.
Oh, no doubt about that, Bernie. He's been very constructive, and again, free kick to Somerville. Without taking anything away from Michael Martin, and I mean this in the true sense, I reckon Somerville deserves a goal.
Yes, here's the pass again. Somerville on the lead, prepared to do the leading, under enormous pressure again from Michael Martin.
When is that going for the footy, and when is it trying to take a bloke's head off?
Good question, because it does happen, and we've seen it in State of Origin games. Richard Osborne suffered a fractured cheekbone from a similar incident.
Somerville from 48 metres, again a very bad kick. Crocker. Grenville. Still with Grenville. Handball okay to O'Donnell under pressure. Gets it back. Oh, good play. Plains kick 4. He's very clever. It was touched. It went through Masiti. Clarkson's with him. Blakey's under pressure. Gives it away. Plains got a chance. Martin crashes his way through. But McAdam onto it. North Melbourne with a chance to rebound. Left foot to Longmire. Here comes Mann on a long lead. Good mark.
He's almost off too, man.
Roberts provides the first lead. Carey goes back to the goal square. With Longmire and Carey and Roberts, there's some firepower.
Well, if they get a goal here, they're right back in it, North, and they should be, as I've said in the last 2 quarters, they should be about 5 or 6 goals behind.
Calthorpe on for Grenville. Man to go from 49 metres. Drop punt. He's hooked it. So going for distance, missing. So both sides finding it hard to score goals. Essendon's got the only 2 so far in this term, but we're down to 8 minutes remaining. Harvey goes short to Watson.
Watson's been excellent. Out wide is Izzard. 2 of the experienced players combining. They've got experience and they've got youth. Essendon, there's Simons, one of the youthful players. Look at him go.
Brilliant.
Tremendous play. To Danaher. For the half-forward line, Crocker thumps it back towards the line, and North at this stage would be delighted to have it over the line. There's Darren Crocker. 8 kicks and 3 handballs, but that North defence has been under enormous pressure. The Bombers just as desperate as North. Here's Anthony Stevens. Quick kick to centre wing. Every time there's a loose ball, you see 2 or 3 Essendon players swooping in after it. There's Mark Thompson, the captain. Look at the handballs, Bernie.
Yes, well, the first quarter we saw North Melbourne dominating, but since then it's been almost twice as many hand passes by Essendon over the Kangaroos.
Oh, there's Rock. Goal kicked in mid-air by Thompson. was side, or Hills it was. On it comes to Danaher. Danaher into the pocket. Here's a chance for the Bombers. And the mark taken by Joe Mercedes. I think he'll kick this one.
Well, Joe Mercedes has kicked one already in this third quarter. A complete domination around midfield, though, now by the Bombers.
Yep. They're winning everywhere, aren't they?
Winning everywhere. Their backline's been great with Derek Kickett doing a fantastic job of McAdam, who's now roaming up even as far as half-back trying to get kicks. John Longmire's gone out of the game, and also Wayne Carey out of the game.
Mercedes has kicked one. He kicks, and he's kicked it right through the middle for a goal. The Bombers well on top, 11-11, plays 9-6. So back to the centre, they're fighting back the Roos. Carey might be the man who can lift them. He's certainly got the talent. Off the ground by Somerville. Again, it's Essendon leading in the race for it. We almost threw that away long. Scooped it up. Umpire called play on North Melbourne through Rock. Oh, good play, Anthony Rock. Swass tries to take on. That's holding the ball.
Great tackle.
Good play by Darren Buick.
And the free kick awarded there to Buick for that tackle.
Oh, wasted opportunity by Swass. He should have been going for the long kick towards Carey. Here's Bomber Thompson. Mark Thompson, the captain. At half-back. Here's a chance for Crocker. He should mark it. He does at half-back. And North are not out of this. Another goal in there, right back in it. Left foot kick to the half-forward line. Longmire marks it. Oh, there's just little signs North starting to sneak back into it. Johnny Longmire goes for a torpedo punt kick. McAdam waits at the back. Kick it at the front. Derek Kickett, did he have it? Umpire says no. It's a free kick to Derek Kickett in that last line of defence.
Buick works for him at half-back and finds him. I reckon the next goal's important. If North get it, it's a line ball. If the Bombers get it, they're going to have a very cosy lead at three-quarter time. If cosy's the right word to use on a night like tonight. Harvey's got it from long.
He's off. He was off.
Squares it. Hills has got it. Nothing gained. Fletcher's gone down a long way. Hills centering kick. Salmon the target. Martin's with him. Ishenko, free kick to Martin. Against Salmon over the shoulder. Fish can't believe it. Oh, he looks rugged, doesn't he, Mickey?
He is.
He's good value, Martin.
Into the centre square. Harvey went early against Carey. Watson took the mark. Carey wants the free kick. Watson's high ball. It's for Long. Schwash to put... Oh, great mark again, Long.
We've seen two great marks tonight, Bruce. Simons in that second quarter also.
Buick. Mercedes sets himself. Got underneath it. Mickey Martin. Plain. Still in. Misses everything. Out in the fall.
That was great play by Martin to leave his man and help his teammate, Bernie, wasn't
Almost dangerous in the end, though.
it? It was dangerous,
play.
but he took the punt. Good luck to him. It was very dangerous to leave Salmon, but it came off. The kick to the half-back line. Ishenko and Somerville almost a mark to Ishenko. Not paid. North Melbourne through Schwass and Ramiro. In towards centre wing. Players drag there. Carey trying to lift the side. Hand pass. Good tackle by Mann. Here's Thompson. Quick hand pass towards Long. Oh, cleverly done to O'Donnell. On towards Denham. Ramiro. And Buick. The fresh air by Buick. O'Donnell, look at the pressure. Centre wing. That'll be forced over the line. Free kick will go Essendon's way for holding. Denham. He's off and running. In towards half forward. And there's the big arms of Salmon. The long arms of Paul Salmon. Too big.
Good play by Denham, wasn't it? He didn't waste any time. He charged off. Long kick into the forward line, giving Salmon a chance. He ran straight into Alex Ishenko. And very slow to get up, but he ran a long way.
An important kick coming up. A very important kick coming up. 11 points the margin.
He's played a great game tonight, Paul Salmon. 11 marks coming up for kick number 12. And he's kicked an important goal right on the half-time siren.
Paul Salmon, normally a pretty accurate kick. A high drop punt right through the middle for a goal. Paul Salmon has kicked two. The Bombers, they lead 83-66.
Oh, he's been a great player for the Bombers, Paul Salmon. Now 428 career goals, averaging 2.5 goals a match throughout his career. Leading goal kicker 6 times with the Bombers. and has played an inspiring game, whether in the ruck or when he's been playing at full forward. Great mark, great goal, Paul Salmon.